Hey everyone, still in lesson 4, still on level 3, but this is the last choose our own adventure of this level 3 where we are doing the whole column major traversal bit. Where that's where we go down columns. We work with the columns in the array. So this one is the best-selling book. So let's take a gander at the best-selling books. And here's what it should look like when we're done. So when we're done, it should show books, but I don't know what these books are. There are only 3 of them, and I have not looked at our program yet. So let's take a gander at this and see. Oh man, oh, this is going to be cool. So we have 6 book objects. Orwell, Fahrenheit, Goblet of Fire, Win Friends, Agreements, Gratitude. And it looks like each book object, the constructor has an image of the cover. And I guess this is the number of reviews, maybe? Don't know. And then we have a 2-dimensional array that we are going to traverse, would be my guess. And it's a 2D array, so there's 1 row in the array. And here's the second row in the array. That would be index 1, and that's index 0. Got it. And so we're going to come back here and do this whole create scene method. So we'll worry about that here in a second. So, but let's see. Yeah, so it's looking at the instructions. I've got a 2D array of book objects. Each column represents 2017, 2018, and 2019. So Orwell and Win Friends are 2017. Fahrenheit and Agreements are 2018. Goblet of Fire, Gratitude are 2019. Got it, got it, got it. So let's go to the book scene for a second. And let's go to the book first. So here is the book class, and here's how we create our book objects. It takes a book cover string and a number of reviews. So that's what I thought. It was the number of reviews. And we have a get book cover and a get number of reviews. We're probably going to need that since we're dealing with these objects. Now let's go back here. So in the book scene class, so it takes that private instance variables, that 2-dimensional array of book objects. And so we are going to go down here to the find most reviews. We want to traverse the bestsellers array to find all book objects with the most reviews each year. So we're going to go first column, second column, third column. We're going to add each book object with the most reviews to a 1D array of book objects. That is the same length as the number of columns in the best sellers, and return the 1D array. Got it, got it, got it. So I guess the first things first, I'm going to have to create a book array. Oops, I did not mean to do that. So this is going to be a book array, and we'll call this my books. And this is a new book array, and the number is going to be 3, so it's the number of columns. And so let's go up here, best sellers. I guess there's a lot of things I could have used, but I'll use best sellers. And the number of items in that 0 row, length. Okay, good, good, good. And so we want to go down the first column and take the greater of the 2 numbers. So I'm going to go for int column equals 0. And then column is less than. I could just put in a 2, but they probably want me to use this bestsellers.length. Actually, it would not be best. It would be bestsellers. Sellers in row 0 dot length. And I'm going to increment that by 1. And then this is where, since I'm wanting to know which one is the maximum value, I'm going to take an int and I'll call this max reviews. I'm going to set that equal to 0. And then I'm going to go for int row equals 0. My rows are going to be less than the sellers dot length. I'm going to increment my row by 1. So the first thing I want to know is do I have a maximum value? And I want to take that maximum value and I want to make sure I put it in this empty array up here in row 29. So let's see. So I'm going to go if my best sellers in that row and column, and I need to go here. I think I need to get the number of reviews. I'm just going to grab this puppy out while I'm here. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to grab it out. I'm going to grab it out right there. So I'm going to get number of reviews. If it's greater than max R, then I want to set max R equal to this thing here. And then I also want to set, I need to return the entire book. So I think I need to go book. I need to think about this in that column is going to equal, do I need to add each book object? I don't know if it's going to be this or not. No, just column. I don't want, because that's taking that book object there at that column. I'm going to put it in there only if it's true, only if it's greater. So that's okay. And then I'm going to return my my books. Oh, I think that should be my books. All right, so I think that's going to be okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about this line. We may need to come back and take a look at this line, see what's happening. So let's go. Now we go back to number 2 in the theater runner class, and so that this returns an array. Find most reviews. So in the theater runner class, call the create scene method. So let me look at the create scene, how that works. Yeah, the create scene takes that 1D array that we are passing out of that thing above. So I think what I should probably do is I think I will go a book array, all my books equals, and I'll go scene, and I want to find most reviews. And that did not take any. I don't think that took any. Yeah, that didn't take any parameters there. All right, good. And so then I want to go, oops, scene dot create scene. all my books. Kind of nervous about this, man. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Let's see. Oh, got it. I think I used the word columns in some places. So let's see. That should be call. Call, 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 call. Bestsellers row. All right, so let's see what happens now. Okay. Oh, best sellers. Best sellers. All right, let's see what happens now. Oh, it did it. Kind of went fast. Let me slow this down a little bit. Let me slow instead of pause. Let me pause this at like 3 seconds so we can see what happens. All right, there you go. So the 2D arrays can be challenging, can be tough. Got to think through it, but again, there's a free response question that involves 2D arrays and traversing 2D arrays. So you've got to be ready for this, but you will be.